Hello, welcome back to hour 2 of Scorched Earth. We're about to do combat with some giant rats. So, the rats go first as we roll the initiative just before the break. Let's get on with this, shall we?
Yeah.
First of all, the giant rat next to you, here, this guy, is going to bite you again. He's going to try and bite at you again. They get a plus something to hit. You have 13 AC, right?
I have got 13 AC.
Okay, it hits, and in 5th edition, that always gives you a middle result that you can just take. I'm going to roll for damage.
Right.
You take 4 points of piercing. Excuse me, of piercing damage as the rat bites into your thigh again.
Okay, so I have 17.
Okay. This rat over here is gonna. Nope, not do that. This rat. God damn, I can't just select it. I really should just actually have to. Okay. This rat here. Oh, you know what? That'll do. Walks over here, and then that one can just get deleted because that lie. I don't like that. For fuck's sake. This second giant rat walks over and goes to bite at you as well. This one misses you, however. You as you're like you move your leg back from the other one, and this one goes to bite where your leg would have been, but it misses. And then this rat comes over as well. For fuck's sake, I'm getting really pissed off at this. There we go. This rat comes over and bites at you again as well. This time hits you as well for another 6 damage. This one really bites into you.
If I die in session 1, swear to God, Fred, I'm on 11 hit points. I've lost 10. I cannot even take that again.
I see great things in you. Dies to some giant rats. Sorry. Okay.
This would be a great session if that happened.
Alright, Johnny, a move you can take is disengage. Basically, your action is you move without provoking opportunity if you did just want to run out of there this turn and shut the door.
Nah, fuck that. I'm going to take all the food I have. Can I do this as a minor action and just drop it behind all three on the other side? So
you just drop the food.
Not like that, but I'm just going to sort of put it and sort of drop it there if I can.
How are you dropping it there? You'd have to throw it like 5.
I'm just going to do a small underarm, like a little movement that would drop it over them. Not drop it, but like a little tiny throw.
No, I'd say throwing it, that would be a standard action. Just dropping it where it is, that would be a free action.
Okay, would it be possible for me to disengage, move back a spot, but leave it on the spot where I was?
You don't move back one spot, you move your full
I'd have
movement.
to run. Okay, then I'm just going to drop it, there.
Okay, so you drop it where you are and then disengage.
Is there any space between me and the rat directly in front of me?
No, it is like directly in front of you.
I'm just going to drop the food.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to drop the food, and then
Disengage, back up the stairs. You can
Yeah.
make it up the stairs with this
But I
movement.
don't want to leave. Could I still stay in the area but sort of move away?
You could, let's say, move, like, get maybe there.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay, so you're gonna move just a little bit further out. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Okay. You don't actually see this happen, so you don't see anything happen.
Got one eye closed, Fred.
Okay. You don't see anything happen still. Rat's turn. They start swarming. They obviously swarm around this food and start gnawing at it.
Okay. Can I do something, or am I just watching this?
Well, it's your turn now. They don't. That's the end of their turn. They start eating.
Alright, I was going to try and befriend them, but fuck these guys. Can I... Remember how he's describing my spells before? Can I use any of these? Like, can I use...
I think right now, because you've like in a state of like danger, you could cast a spell.
I want to use Burning Hands.
Okay, you're gonna cast Burning Hands.
15-foot
cone. Let me just. You would hit these first two with it,
God damn it! Can I move forward and as a man? And
Yeah,
then
no, you can move forward as your movement, one
oh yeah,
square or
Right.
two
Forward
square,
and then cast it.
and then burst it, and it would hit things in uh, 1, 2, 3, sort of this area. You would take whatever's there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, you cast Burning Hands. Let me check Burning Hands. You don't have to roll it. They have to make a dex saving throw. So, giant rats, take your lumps. Okay, what dexterity do these guys have? They have +2. What's your spell save? It should be the last page of your character sheet. I think it's your charisma just +10. I'm sure it's 13, but it might not be. So please check
Spell
that for
save
me.
is 13.
Okay, so for the I will roll these publicly, because it doesn't really matter.
Just do
Okay.
the D20 thing.
Okay, that's a fail. Oh no, that should be a +2, so that would be 6. That's still a fail. That's also a fail. And that's also a fail. All 3 of them fail. Johnny, do me a favour and roll me 4d6, please, because you're casting it at 2nd level, because you are a warlock and have to. 4d6, please.
Oh god, I keep putting fucking 1. 1 again.
Okay, 10 damage to each of them. All 3 of the giant rats shriek and sizzle, and you hear the sizzling of the flesh, and all 3 of them seem to slump dead in a stinky pile of mess.
Oh good, yay, I win. I don't know about the stuff at the back, do I?
You do not. But if you roll me a perception check,
13.
yeah, okay. You can sort of vaguely see that there appears to be, well, not there because they would have been hit by it, just behind where the giant rats are. You now actually see, well, it's their go anyway. You now see lots of smaller rats swarming over and eating the bodies of the bigger rats and eating whatever's left of the bread and
They're
of
not
the
on
cheese.
fire. The body's not on fire.
The bodies are not on fire, they are just seared. It's sort of like an instant flash of fire. It's not like a
Oh,
continual flamethrower effect till things catch light.
Okay.
Flammable things would catch light, but creatures and stuff will not just become ablaze unless
yeah.
I deem them flammable.
Okie doke. So they're doing that. Let me see. Scorching Ray, is that range or is that one dude? Oh, I can hit 3, can't I, with that?
Scorching Ray, you can hit 3 creatures with it, and every hit does 2d6 fire damage.
And how many? You said swarm. How many? I'm gonna say possibly 10.
There are 2 swarms of rats.
Okay. While they're preoccupied,
You could do Burning Hands again, by the way. You
Oh,
don't
can I?
have. Yeah. The way I'm doing spells for this campaign anyway is saying that you don't have to prepare your spells. You just have access to them. However, because you just have access to them, you only have 2 spell slots.
Oh, so I can only cast 2 a day. Oh well, 2 per.
2 per rest. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go Burning Hand. Can I reach them from where I am?
If
Burning Hands.
well, it's now your go, so you could move forward 1 square and you'd be able to hit both of them.
Right. Yep. Let's do that.
Okay, you can actually move your own character, by the way, or at least you should be able to. If you just click on it and you can drag it about, I think.
I can't because you drew it.
Okay. Well, next time draw your own, and I'll just say where you are.
Sure.
Okay. So, I need to make saving throws for swarms of rats. They are on page 339 of the Monster Manual.
Both going to live, aren't they?
I don't know. Couldn't possibly say. Dexterity. They don't actually have a bonus to dexterity, so it's just flat d20s.
If they're all 20s each, are they just gonna jump over the fire and get me?
8 and a 13. Does a 13 pass? Because it hit your spell save. I think much like with armor class, I think people say if you roll equal to somebody's armor class, you hit them. I'd say no, because then it's not. Let's say let's say something hit you on a 13. I'd say no, because that's not your armor class protects you at 13 and above. I'd say your spell save, you hit them at 13 and above. That's how I'd rule that. So I'm gonna say you hit both of them with it. Roll me another 4d6.
Yay.
16 damage. Okay. I am so bad at basic math. It is a joke.
Get your phone.
I have.
God.
Okay. A lot of the rats shriek and just fall dead and are now actually on fire, these tiny little burning rats. But the swarms aren't. Neither of the swarms are completely gone yet. They are still, some of them were protected by the body of the bigger rats, and there's still some rats scurrying about in there.
Okie doke. Is it? Can I go again, or are they going to do something?
It is their turn. And how does swarm of rats work again? I don't think they can do that.
Got filled by a swarm of rats. Jesus Christ.
I'd say that they can't. It doesn't work. Wait, hang on. No, they are not weak against fire. If they were weak against fire, you'd have just one-shot them. But no. This swarm runs over and actually goes on you.
Oh god.
Like this. You can only really be affected by one swarm at a time, so that's what I'm going to say. And they try and bite at you. They miss. They just sort of can't get. It's like they think they're going to bite through cloth, but then you've got leather underneath, and they hit the studs, so they don't get through it. So this swarm of rats bites you, but doesn't actually do anything to you.
So are they on my body right now?
They are on your body. You are covered in rats.
Oh god. Go on.
You could attempt to brush them off.
Would that be my entire turn, though?
That would be your action, and then you could move.
Right, I'm going to try and brush them off and get out.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm good at basic. Oh god. Well, yeah, that's a 2 plus. What the fuck is my dexterity? Is it the modifier, the half modifier?
Modifier.
1. So 3.
Okay, you don't manage to bat the rats off. You're trying to wipe them away, but it's dark and there's rats all over you, so you can't quite tell, and you don't manage to get rid of them.
Fucking rats. Okay. I'm gonna. Can I attack the other swarm then while I'm not getting these off me?
Oh, you could attack. No, that was your standard. That was your action this turn.
Oh,
you can move and try and get out of there.
Well, I'm still gonna have rats on me.
Yeah, but then there won't be a second swarm ready to get you.
Okay, can I run up the stairs, but while I'm doing that, sort of hit the walls on the way up in an attempt to dislodge them?
Yeah, I'd say you can. Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't do that. So roll me a dexterity saving throw again.
Oh, nice try, keyboard. Yeah, 5.
You don't get any of the rats off of you as you sort of stumble up and get out. You do get out of the room though. So I'm just sort of gonna do. Not that. I'm not even doing that. That's bad.
I'm slamming the door behind me, so the rest of them can't follow.
Sort of into the rest of the house. Okay, and you shut the door. Fair enough.
Raynard is not going to be happy about this.
And it just won't let me move this, which is strange. Okay, you get into the rest of the house and you shut the door. Raynard is still stood there, and as you come up, he shrieks, goes, "Ah, rats, get him away!" And sort of starts batting them, batting at you to get rid of them.
Yell at him. Get out and shut all the doors. Shut the doors and then get out.
He goes, "Ah!" and he runs.
Does he shut the doors?
Yeah.
So it's just me and the rats can't get out of the room.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I can't do anything else, can I?
That's your turn. The rats on you bite at you. They hit, and you take 1d6. You take 2 damage as the rats bite at you.
Oh, 9. Oh, gravy biscuits.
Okay, your turn.
It's the fucking piranhas all over again.
Nearly gets taken down by a single quipper.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to dislodge again.
I'd say just okay. If you attempt to get them
Wait a
off
minute.
you,
What's in this room?
1 second. I'd say that if you attempt to just get them off you, that's your turn, and there is nothing to stop them just swarming you again next turn.
Yeah, I know.
I'd suggest just fighting them while they are on you.
Okay. What's in this room?
Pretty much nothing really. Sort of like it's the kitchen. This leads down into the basement. This is the kitchen.
Okay. Well, is there anything kitchen-y in here?
There's some knives. There's a spatula, I guess, and some pans. There's a fireplace. There's a.
You see,
cook
it's not a good
pot.
idea to start casting spells on my body.
And
Is what I'm getting at.
you would have 1 disadvantage because they are on you, and they would get an attack of opportunity because they are
On me.
Yeah. You could do it though. If attacking them in general, you're gonna have disadvantage.
Let me have a look.
I'm just gonna check something.
Do you know what? Where's the nearest fireplace?
Ignore that. I don't know what that is. Ignore me. The nearest fireplace. You're gonna try and go in the fire.
I'm fucking gonna jump in the fire.
Johnny, you're a tiefling. You take half damage from fire.
Yeah.
You are not immune to fire, and there are no fires lit in this room.
God damn it. Fatigue half damage from fire. Oh, God.
Nope. There would be a fire in this room. Raynard lit the fire so he could boil the water to get you your mint tea
Whoa,
to base
boiling
drink.
water in the room.
No, there's no boiling water that was used in your drinks. There is a fire though.
Okie doke. Fuck it. I'm going to set myself on fire before yelling to Raynard what I'm doing. Be like, Raynard, I'm setting myself on fire. Get some water. I'm gonna do it. Fuck this shit. I'm taking this.
Okay. Now we need to see if any of your gear survives being on fire.
I'm gonna throw my knives on the floor for a start and add my compartment of
Nope. Too late. You did this. You jumped into the fire without thinking about this. You jumped
Damn
into
it.
the fire. Okay, I'm rolling saving. Okay, let's do a saving throw for your robe. So I'm gonna say 10 or higher. They don't burn. That's fine. Your leather armor. That's fine. Component pouch. Your component pouch catches light and now burns away. For your components as individual objects, they burn away as well. Your knives, they're metal. They're not going to burn. Your staff, because you just still have that on you. Your staff's fine.
What the fuck?
Your money pouch, the pouch that holds all of your money, that breaks as well. Your money you are just on fire. You're a fucking idiot and you are on fire. This is what happens. Your shit breaks.
Nothing but my I can get more components maybe.
Your components and your component pouches are gone, and your money pouch is gone, but your money is not going to melt in this fire. It will be very hot though. Let's roll damage, Johnny, because you're on fire.
Yeah.
How much damage is just being on fire going to do to you? It's not a magic fire, so it's not as ridiculous as like a red dragon fire or anything like that, but it's still fire.
I've had dragon fire before.
I'm gonna argue 2d6.
Half damage, Fred.
I'm rolling 2d6, and then we divide that by 2.
Okay.
So I roll a 6, so that's 3, and a 3, that's 9 total. You take 4 damage.
Okay, so
The
I'm on
rats,
5.
the rats do not take half damage from being on fire, and they take 2d6 as well. 4. Yeah, the rats burn away.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking roll around on the floor and attempt. Is there any water in here?
Roll me a saving throw, and no, there is not.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna attempt to put the fire out.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
14.
14.
plus 15.
Okay. 15 is
Oh,
enough
saving throw is 0, so 14.
Okay. You managed to roll and put the fire out, and you are now no longer on fire, you fucking idiot.
Problem solved.
What are you doing? Okay.
Like,
Okay.
that would never work.
Fuck's sake, man. Okay. You're rolling the fire. You're now on fire. The rats all die, and you break some of your shit.
Not on fire anymore, though. Rats are dead.
And your money's all over the floor now.
I'm just gonna put my money into a pile.
Your money is super hot. It's not. No,
I'm
it's
gonna leave that alone and just
Okay.
lie on the floor. Like,
okay. Raynard runs in with a bucket of water and pours the water over you.
does it go on the money?
Yes.
I'm gonna put the money in my pocket and then carry on lying down. I'm gonna go, thanks, dude. Well, not dude, but I'm gonna go, thank you for that.
He goes, "What the fuck are you doing?
There were rats on me.
Why? Why did you set yourself on fire?"
Because fucking rats, man. I hate rats. I now hate rats.
Okay. Are there any more rats?
I think there are some. The big ones are gone.
No, that's good. I mean, I'd
There's
rather
like-
that not
There's
be.
like 6 small ones down there.
Okay.
I killed a lot of rats.
I'd ask you to go and get the rest, but I think you need to go and lie down.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, I'll pick up this stuff and I'll.
I've already put the money back in my pocket, by the
Okay,
way.
so you're picking. That's not an instant thing. There's like a couple of 100 coins just
Yeah,
on
but
the
I'm
floor
doing
now.
that before I go.
Okay.
Did any of my components survive at all? Or did they
No.
all gone?
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me check what components you need for this. Oh no, it just says material, but invisibility requires a material. Nothing else requires material. So literally, in your back. Oh, it's gum Arabic. No, gum melted in the fire.
Yay. So
So-
I can't turn. So all that happens is I can't be invisible now.
No, you would need to find an alchemy shop or something like that, to buy reagents and shit.
Okie doke. On my way out, I'm gonna stagger past there and I'm gonna go and rest. You don't know if there's an alchemy shop around here, do you?
You have no idea that invisibility requires that. It's just, in fact, no, you do. You do know that. It's like that demon sense thing I told you earlier. You are aware of these things now.
Okie doke.
So,
So, yeah, I'm gonna say like,
Is there
an alchemy shop around?
yes, I'll take you there tomorrow. You go rest.
Yeah, we're gonna get some rat poison and some Arabic. What was it?
Gum Arabic. It's just sort of
And
like
we'll
the
get some
sap
gum
from a
Arabic.
tree.
Jesus.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah, so that happened. I'm gonna go and
Okay.
rest.
Okay. You go to bed. I need you to roll me a willpower check because you just woke up.
Oh god.
I'll say 10 or higher, and you can fall asleep.
Will fucking hell. What my?
I'll say I don't know what willpower is. I'll say a Constitution check.
I rolled a 14 and my Constitution is just 1.
Yeah,
so-
you can fall asleep. Okay.
Yay.
Um,
Oh god, please don't burn me again.
I didn't burn you.
No.
I did not burn you. You did that to yourself.
Not that. I mean the dude that I see him.
Oh,
sleep.
okay.
I don't want to meet that
um,
guy again.
Well, actually, when you go to sleep, you are in the exact same place, and you see him stood before you again.
I
and
just
he
go.
says-
I just. I'm like. Ah.
He says to you, "How did you like your new powers?"
I was like, frickin' awesome, but I can't deal with this right now. I just fought rats. That was a whole thing.
He says, "If you wish to keep powers such as this, you must serve me. My only commandment is seek more power. Become as powerful as you possibly can be."
I'm just gonna sort of look up, kind of defeated, but also like a little bit happy. Like I can live with
Okay.
100%. You got any idea where I can start?
You will see soon enough.
I'm just gonna be alright.
He also
Okay,
says,
thank you.
but don't ever forget who you serve.
No, no. I'm literally just fucking mentally exhausted. I'm
Okay.
like, fucking hell.
Well, you're not.
I'll
You're
do
asleep right
anything this
now.
guy wants right now. Sorry?
Well, you're not. You're asleep right now. You're in a dream. You're not anything really.
Oh, do I
Um.
not? Okay, yeah, okay. I'm just like, right, yeah.
Okay. You heal. I don't know how many hit points do people heal after a long. Oh no. After a long rest, you can spend hit dice. So you can roll. We got third level. You can roll. I think. Do warlocks get D10 or D8? They can't have D10. That would be bullshit. They get D8 hit points. You can roll up to 3d8 to heal hit points.
Okay. Well, let's hope I roll all eights. 11!
You heal 11 hit points.
I'm now on 16.
Okay. Sure. The next day, you wake up, you head downstairs. Raynard is sat there and he apologises, but that was the last of the food and he's not had a chance to go out to buy any more yet.
It's fine.
He says, as he informs you that he went down to the basement to clear out the rats. And he was, I think you dropped this when you were down there, and he sort of, you seem like the magic-y type. I mean, I saw the fire.
Yes, alright, that's new.
Oh, okay, well, I think you dropped this, and he hands you what would appear to be a stone that looks like this.
Caw-caw! Ooh, shiny.
He hands you it's a small stone, maybe about. If I had a ruler, that'd be great, but I don't think I do. Do I have a ruler in my drawer? No, I have a ruler. I'd say about like the size of your palm, like that big. So yeah, I'd say like what is that, like 4 inches? Sure, fuck it, 4 inches. It's about 4 inches long, maybe like 2 or 3 inches wide. Not as wide as it is long, with this
Yeah.
weird symbol on it that you've literally never seen before. You do not know what this. It's not a symbol of magic. It's not demonic. It's not common. It's not elf. You don't know what this is.
Okay, I'm not going to say any. Well, I am. I'm just going to nod. I'm going to say thank you, and I'm going to pocket it.
Okay, you just take it and put it in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm going to say thank you to the gentleman. But
Okay.
man,
That is okay.
I'm
Okay.
going to say to him, you were down in the basement. Did you see the other rats?
Oh yeah, I killed them.
I thought you were afraid of rats.
Oh, I'm terrified. Mainly of the big ones. Small ones I can handle, but
Okay.
like 3 foot tall rats. They're scary.
Yeah, they are.
Um,
Not like rats now. After that
yeah,
fucking experience.
I'm not a fan of rodents of unusual size. So he said, you wanted to go to the alchemy shop, didn't you? I mean, I
Yeah,
have to go out shopping anyway. I mean, okay. I'll take you to the alchemy shop first, and I'll go get some food. And no,
Alright.
you won't be able to get back in. I only have the one key. How about?
I'll come food shopping with you. I need to know.
Yeah,
where
okay.
things are.
Well, okay, so he walks you around Frost a bit. It is still incredibly cold in Frost. The ground is covered in a small layer of snow. There is icy patches just everywhere. There, as I said before, very very tall, big thick stone walls. It is quite claustrophobic. As you're sort of.
Can I prestidigitation? Can I just use that whenever I can?
Yeah.
I?
Yeah.
Can I use that to sort of in between my hands have a flame or something just to warm my hands up? Not doing anything with it, just warming my hands.
No. Sorry, prestidigitation is a harmless sensory effect, like a small illusion. Illusions don't.
Instantaneous light, I snuff a candle, torch, a small campfire.
Do you have a
warm
candle camp?
flavour.
Do you
Okay,
have
I
any of
don't.
that in your hand?
Hang on a minute. My hand has been known to be a campfire.
I'd argue that works on your thing, like
I'm
not
not gonna
just
set the
candles,
fire.
not just. But if you wanted to, set your hand on fire, by all means, set your hand on fire.
Not doing that. That would probably. I don't want to get on
You could,
fire.
if you found maybe like a plank of wood or some cloth, you could just set the end of that on fire. But that'd be really weird, walking around town with a torch in your hand.
Yeah, I just. Okay, how about I use it to warm up? Because I can. Look, where's it gone? I had the thing.
Yeah, you can use it to warm and
warm.
flavour food and whatever.
If I'm just gonna get one of my coins and just warm that and hold it in between hands.
Let me just actually fully read prestidigitation. I think it's only food you can do that with. You chill, warm, or flavour. Oh, non-living material. Yeah, you can warm a coin up. You warm the coin up and stick it in your hand. Well, good job.
I'm warmer now.
Okay. But you don't actually have a coin pouch, so
No,
you
all my
did
coins
just...
in my pockets.
Okay, that's really awkward because there's like 100 or so coins.
I know. Could I have left some of them in the room?
Yeah, I was going to say that you just left
have
most of
obviously
them.
100 or
Yeah.
so on me.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. So you go to, he takes you to the alchemy show. He walks around town. He shows you where the blacksmith is. He shows you where the alchemy is. He shows you where... Anyway, you end up at the alchemist and you walk in, and sat at the counter is a short gnome with curly white hair, sort of almost like a perm, with spectacles on, looking at a plant.
Just gonna sort of wave his attention.
Yes. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
There. Yeah. Do you have any gum Arabic?
Let me actually, I'm just checking it if it is gum Arabic, or I'm gonna look like a giant idiot. So it'll just be a normal day for me. Oh, it's an eyelash encased in gum Arabic.
Does it matter what eyelash?
No, you can just take one of your own eyelashes if you really wanted to, but alchemy shops have weird... It doesn't even specify it has to be human. You could just, like, get eyelashes off a dog. That's awful, but you could if you really wanted to.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna straight up ask him if he has just that combination of items at the start.
He goes, I have some gum Arabic. I don't have it. I don't have an eyelash encased in it. That sounds a bit sketchy. What are you up to?
Science experiment. It's fine. I'll just check the gum Arabic. Do you have any coin pouches?
He goes, I have some reagent pouches that I guess you could use for coins. I mean,
I'll take. What are these reagent pouches like?
they're just sort of like small pouches. Very much like a coin purse, but not quite as tough or as heavy, or as you couldn't hold as much in there. Coin pouches are made to hold lots of coin, like 100 coins.
Can I use it to hold the gum Arabic instead?
Could
Not
you
right
use,
now when I've got the eyelash.
Could you
in
use the component pouch to hold the components for your spells? No, Johnny, of course not. Don't be silly. Yes.
Okay, I won't.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. I'll take the gum Arabic and I'll take the pouch.
Okay. He says that'll be 10 gold and 3 silver, please.
I give him the money.
Okay, deduct that from your character sheet.
Is it 10 gold and 3 silver?
Yes.
How much silver to a gold?
5.
Okay, so where are you, inventory? Oh, here we go. It's 238. So 10 gold and 3 silver, so it'll be 230, 229.
Okay.
And then I would have 12 silver. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh God. So I've got that. Is Raynard still with me?
Yeah, right, I'm still with you.
Okay. I'm just gonna thank the gentleman behind the. To actually. No, I won't. I'm gonna thank the gentleman there, and I'm gonna turn to Raynard and say, is there anywhere I would be able to get a new coin pouch?
Oh,
because mine's
yeah,
kind of
sure.
burned.
I can take you to just a generic general store, I guess. I mean, the leather worker will probably have something nicer, but yeah.
Oh, well, leather worker. We go see that guy.
Sure, we'll go see Jack.
Ah.
So you leave. The guy says goodbye and thank you, and come again, and
That's right, yeah.
so on and so forth. You leave, and you wander through town, and it's really, really cold, really horrible outside. But you come to what appears to be a tannery. Inside it is actually quite warm, given that it is a tannery.
Yeah.
And there's a guy there, quite a big guy, quite muscly, holding a massive skinning knife with a clipping point on the end, with a rabbit hung up by its dead rabbit, not alive, well, that'd be awful, hung up by its feet, and he's just about to go, and he sort of puts a knife in the desk, which is just covered in like notches from where this probably happened before, and he goes, hello, welcome to Jack's Leathery, how can I help you? I am Jack.
Hello, Jack. I am wondering if you have any coin purchase I can buy.
Yeah, sure. How big do you want it? Like 50 coin, 100 coin? I could do you a giant sack that'd probably hold 1,000 coin. I mean,
not quite that much.
Okay.
Let's say 300 coin.
okay, a 300 coin pouch. Yeah, I can do that. I'll see if I've actually got any lay about, and Fred rolls a dice to see if he has inventory of this item right now. You're a lucky man. He does. Anyway, actually, I'll be right back. And he sort of goes to a back room and comes back with this sort of a big pouch that would roughly hold about 300 coins ish.
Super. How much is that?
And he says that'll be 30 gold, please.
I give the man the money. Take the pouch.
Okay. And he goes, anything else? New cape?
Yeah, Jack. Do you sell any hammers?
Yeah, I can sell you. No, not really. I'm more a knife guy, skinning and whatnot.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's not the Meyer brothers.
Just wondering.
It's not Jack Meyer. What about a sledgehammer back? No, he doesn't have a sledgehammer, Johnny. There is no Jack Meyer in this campaign.
Okay.
Eric and Jack Meyer are characters me and Johnny ran. They were brothers in a campaign. Eric was the psionic, who was a bit of a psychopath, and his older brother, Jack, was sort of almost like his carer. I miss those guys.
They were good guys.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't. You were.
No, I was a good guy. Okay. I'm going to thank him and then ask Raynard if there's anybody who dabbles in magic around here.
Magic? Sure. I mean, you could go to Raceland's shop. I'm pretty sure he'll have something.
Okay, so I'm going to go there.
Okay. Raynard takes you to Raceland's shop, and, you enter, and standing in front of a desk is a man in a red robe with long white hair that's sort of sticking out from underneath the hood of his red robe. And he looks up to see you. You roll me a perception check.
Oh, is this? Oh my god. And the hang of this dice shit. 18.
That's good enough. As you look at him, you notice that his eyes actually have golden hourglasses in them.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this guy.
Hello, Jonathan. How are you today?
Uh,
And he goes, "Aren't you the cloak?" No, he doesn't. He goes,
I hit you on the back of the head with an invisible hand. And kill this guy.
He goes, Raceland's a character taken straight out of Dragon Quest, by the way.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hello, how are you? How can I help you today?"
I've got an item here. I wonder if you could tell me what it is. Oh, well, not what it is, more about what it does. And I'm gonna pull out the rock that Raynard gave me.
Raynard goes, "Sweet. I thought it was yours already, and you didn't know what it did. But you don't know what it does."
No, it's not mine. You gave it to me from the teller.
No, I said I thought you dropped something down. I thought that was yours.
Oh no, sorry. I thought you just given it to me.
Ed,
Do you want it back?
I don't know what I'd do with it. So I don't. No, you keep it. It doesn't matter. It's just a bit. This is a bit weird.
Sorry, no,
It's okay.
I was
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You can have it back. If you
No,
want.
no, it's fine. I don't really want it. It's fine. Keep it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I completely thought that.
You'll get more use out of it than I will. Keep it.
Okay, well, sorry again, and
It's
then
fine.
I'm turned back to the dude.
Okay. And you hand him the stone, and as you sort of like put the stone out for him to look at, he sort of looks at you and sort of looks at the desk and looks back at you. And looks at the desk and looks back at your hand as you're sort of holding it in front of him.
Okay. I'm just gonna start stare at him a minute.
Roll me an insight check,
Move inside.
like literally a 5 or higher, and you get what he's saying. You have no idea. You think the guy is a bit weird, like looking about, like he's not interested, or maybe he didn't
Does he
hear
want me to
you.
pay him?
No, he sort of looks at the table and he goes, "Put it on the table."
I'm gonna stare at him another second, and then put it on the table.
Okay. As you put it on the table, he sort of like turns around in his chair and gets like what appears to be like a small magnifying glass and kind of like dentist stuff for like looking at things in fine detail. And he goes, "Well, I don't know what this is," and he sort of gestures to the symbol on it, and he sort of starts looking around at it, and then he stops messing with the like almost tweezery type things. And he sort of holds his hand over it, and roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Don't just do roll d20. If you do roll d20 and then like plus whatever, such as
Plus 5.
okay, so if you for now on, if you just do roll, say 1d20 plus 5, like that means I don't have to ask you what all your modifiers are all the time.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but it was 6. It was
okay, a
6 plus
6.
5, so it was 11.
Okay, so an 11. You don't know what spell he's casting.
Oh.
And he says, he sort of sits back. I thought I had something interesting. This is a rune of teleportation.
Rune. So what? It would allow me to teleport, or it takes me to a certain place?
Well, these things generally have one predetermined location, and you go there, and then when you use it again, it takes you back to where you were.
Okay, how do you use it?
I could show you, but then I'd be teleported and you'd rob my shop. So I will
Or you
explain
can
it.
just tell me, yeah.
You basically kind of need to know the activation word, which could take you forever to try and guess if you don't have the right spells.
And what's the right spell?
Well, that would be telling, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yes, it would.
100 gold, and I'll find the word out for you.
100. Fine. Yeah, whatever. 100 gold. He's ripping me off, isn't he?
You've no idea, mate. You've never dabbled in magic, really.
Kill this guy at one point. Swear to God. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him the gold.
Okay, he goes, thank you. He takes it, and he goes,
He knows what it is, doesn't he?
He says, if you come back in maybe an hour or two, I can let you know.
I'm gonna ask him. Can I stay and watch him work?
If you must, but for the love of the... don't get in my way.
Okay. I'm gonna say to Raynard, do you want to grab your food and meet me back here? I'm just gonna see if I can learn anything from this gear.
I'll meet you back at the house, if that's okay. I mean, I'm
Oh
done.
yeah, you're probably done before me. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine. Yeah.
sure. Raynard leaves, and you're just sort of waiting around, and the
So
guy
while
doesn't
he's
really...
doing his thing, I'm listening to everything and just whatever I can pick up, I want to pick up.
It's more sort of, well, if I do this, and then... pass me that book, would you? As he points at you, and he's sort of reading through a book already. He's just sort of like, get me that book.
I get him the book.
And he takes the book, puts the book down, starts reading this book.
What is the book that I just gave him?
It appears, as you sort of look over his shoulder, it appears to be lots of different symbols with like a word next to it. And after like a good few, he goes through a good few books, but really quickly, and he goes, I can't find that symbol anywhere. Let me think. Oh. Give me the other book, and he points at the book.
I get in the book and I look at the book before I give it to him.
It says Lost Languages and Dialect.
Okay.
And you give him
I
the book.
pass it to him.
And he runs through it and he goes, this... How much do you want for it?
Why? Why do you want it?
this is written in Dwarfish, and as we all know, there are no dwarfs anymore.
Yeah. Well, haha. Just tell me the word. Tell me the word I need to know.
And he says, I can't find the word, as that isn't a word, it is a letter. And I highly doubt a single letter is going to be the teleportation, going to activate this.
Tell you what. Find out how to activate it, and we'll work
I
out
am.
the deal.
And he sort of starts looking through it, and he says, he finishes this book, and he puts it in this big pile that he's got next to him now, just books his thumb through. And it's been about a good hour or so of you basically sitting around, not really doing much, every now and then passing the guy a book, and him going, oh, this, no, not that.
Well, I've not been. I'm trying to learn. I'm paying attention.
Yeah, but he's not really teaching. He's not saying, and if
No,
you
I'm
look
not saying
here,
I'm
okay, you're trying to take
I'm
note of what he's
trying
okay.
to take note of everything, like literally. Don't forget Pursuit of Power.
Yeah, I know. Okay, after all he says, I don't think this has an activation word. I think we might be able to set one for it.
How do we set one?
I choose a
Don't do
word
it.
and cast
Tell
a
me.
spell.
Okay, what's the spell?
I do the spell. You are a warlock, not a wizard. And this is a spell that Freddy is making up for the sake of roleplay.
Just want to know the spell. Don't have to be able to cast it.
He's casting insect plague on it.
Insect plague. What on the words insect plague?
I'm looking at the spell book, so I chose a random thing. No, it's a random spell that doesn't actually exist that I'm making up for roleplay.
So what, you just cast a spell on it that he casts and it would activate?
He's casting this spell on it to give it an activation word or phrase.
Okay. I'm going to give him the phrase.
He says, yes, what do you want the words to be?
As many words as I want?
One word is probably better, but, make sure you don't just accidentally say it while holding the stone.
Scourge.
Scourge, as in to
Yeah.
torture, to punish.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, so be it. And, he does the thing, and the thing happens, and there's like a flash of red light that almost blinds you, but it subsides after a moment, and he hands you the stone. Well, he puts it on the table and says, hold this and say Scourge, and it should work. Not right now. I don't want you porting in and out of my shop.
I'm going to do that. I thank him.
Okay.
And I say to him, I may let you know what this goes to.
Okay, if you ever do want to sell that thing, I can pay handsomely.
Noted. How handsomely, by the way, are we talking right here?
We're talking a lot of money.
Define a lot of money.
How about you define a lot of money, and then I'll tell you how you're wrong.
800 gold?
He says, I would happily give you 800 gold for that thing.
8,000 gold.
That's more on the mark.
10,000 gold.
You're pushing it, kid.
Oh, well, that's my, that's what it would be. We'll see. We'll see where it goes, and then I may return.
Very well. That brings us time for our second break, as it has been another hour. Okay, we're going to have another quick break here, guys. Stay tuned for the second hour of Scorched Earth, where we're probably going to find out what this magic rune does.